Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for taking the time to come back to my channel. If you're new here and you like the content, make sure you hit that subscribe, hit the notification bell and the like button. Why the like button? Well, it lets the YouTube algorithms know that you're enjoying this video and it will tell the world. Now, of course, you don't have you enjoyed this video because it's just started. So shall we continue? Today is going to be a big one. So I guess that you need to get yourself a cup of tea, cup of coffee or a cold drink and get in for the ride, because today we are going to be looking at the top TV streaming services. So we are going to put Netflix versus Amazon Prime Video versus Apple TV versus Disney Plus. And we're going to take a look at these in depth and we're going to see which one we prefer, or do we prefer them all? Because I believe that the normal way of watching telly now, live TV or TV that you watch through Sky or Fox or whatever it is you've got in your country, or cable, is going that way. People want to watch TV when they want to watch it, but which one do we sign up to? Well, today, let's take a look. Well, if you're anything like me, you want to watch TV when you want to watch it. And I think my children, they love, I mean, we've got Sky. I'd like to get rid of Sky, but they somehow snuck this 18-month contract into my realm, which I just cannot seem to get out of at the moment, because we just don't watch it. I don't know if anyone else is doing this. I think the most I watch on Sky is the football. In fact, you know, until the other day, I don't think we actually switched on Sky for over a week or so. We just watch what we want to watch when we want to watch it. What do we watch? You know, I get this question a lot. You know, we've done the music stuff and now we're doing the TV. Now, I may do each one individually and give it a bit more of an in-depth review, but I wanted to go over. Now, I've had these apps for a while. We use them all the time. And I'm going to start with the Netflix app. Now, I'm sure a lot of you know what this is. This is Netflix, and straight away off the bat, the moment you are in the Netflix, you will get a big cinematic type screen pop up with play, more info. Now, I've paused it for the purposes of the video, but it will start playing. And that, I get it, that's a good idea, but I find it, I don't know if anyone else has got this, I find it a bit annoying because, you know, if I'm scrolling through, like when I'm on the telly, for example, and it automatically starts playing, and then I've turned the sound off, of course, because, you know, I didn't want the sound to come through on the video, you know, and you want to just quickly look at it and is it my kind of thing? You know, it's a good idea. I like the thumbs up, the thumbs down feature, so it's a bit like the Spotify's and things like that, you know, and you can click the little down arrow like this and it will give you more information on that, and it's a nice interface. I like it. It's easy. They've got some great stuff on here. Again, like all the others, you can create profiles. So your daughter, you know, you're not bombarded when you logged in seeing loads of stuff for children. Okay, you've got your stuff that you want to watch, that you've liked and created over time. And then your daughter and everyone else who's in your family that you have given access to, they have their stuff. But the interface itself is very, very straightforward. You've got what's popular on Netflix, continue watching what I may have watched, trending now, the top 10 in the UK, action, my list. Yeah, there's everything you need there. You can even click on series, and it's the same for the TV and the mobile app. It's very intuitive. If you've got mobile or iPad, you can actually download the content to your mobile or to your iPad. And then, of course, you can watch it when there's no internet connection without being disruptive. However, what I will say about Netflix, which I think they've done really well, is the streaming quality. I never seen... Now, I've got a very high-speed internet, of course, so I don't get any problems. But I think the way that they've done the streaming content of their apps, it really reduces the way that buffering takes place. And like I said, there is that price factor in it. You know, you can go to films. Again, you've got the drop down of genres, you know, that you can choose through. You've got new and popular. And then, of course, you can create your own list that you can watch. I like it. You've got little notification. You've got your search. You can click on here and you can scroll along. There is just so much content on here, and it is added to weekly. And there is a hell of a lot to watch. Netflix, obviously, it is one of the kings, if not the king of streaming. I know a lot of people just recently have not subscribed since the lockdown, but it's a huge platform. There is a lot of stuff. You won't be bored, and the way that it streams across the internet is done extremely well. Now we're looking at Prime, Amazon's Prime Video. Now this is a little bit different. These guys do something similar to Apple and Apple TV and the way that they do things. Now, if you are a Prime subscriber, which means that you get your shopping like same day or next day delivery, and you also get some of the music. But one of the things that you do get is access to the at Prime TV. Now it's really good. I use it quite a bit, I will be honest. And you'll see that you'll have these little things at the top that say Prime. The TV is very, very similar. Again, like all the others, you hover over it, it starts playing and showing you a clip. I've turned off the music for now. It even gives you ratings on the stars and what people rate it. You've got your Prime things that they want you to see first, displayed at the top. We can even go down. We have profiles yet again. So if you've got Prime, you can set up profiles again because you don't want people mixing up what you're watching and what you're liking with everything else. Now, of course, you can rate the different things and you can click on it and it will play. And again, it comes in 4K. Some of it's 1080p, but you do get the 4K. You also get categories, free to me, store, channels. There's also mobile, iPad and Android tablet apps, which are very good. Again, you can download the content. You've got the categories included with Prime. Now, the reason that they've done that is because not only as you are a Prime subscriber, you get all these amazing things for free, there are other things on here that you can actually pay or rent. So there might be a film, for example, that you, like if we go to movies, for example, you'll find that there are certain movies, if we can just find, okay, so can you see these have prices? So there might be a movie that you think, I really fancy watching. You type in the search, you find that movie, and then it will come up with a price. So if we click on this, for example, you can see that it says £11.99 to buy that movie. So that's in the store. There is also movies that you can rent. I don't know if that's one. There we go. We can rent or buy £3.49 or £13.99. So very much Apple-esque. In fact, to be fair, Prime was doing this before Apple. So Apple's probably kind of in the realms of... it swings and roundabouts. However, so there is something that you can't find on Netflix or you can't find on Disney, which of course all the content is free because you subscribe to that. You could go here and just rent the movie for £3.49 instead of buying the movie, which is a good idea. But there is tons. I mean, this is probably one of my favourites. I love the old original Point Break. I've actually bought that in Apple, to be fair. It's one of my favourites. But there's tons and tons and tons and tons of stuff. There's some really good, if you click on the free to me, my stuff, you've even got sports. They've started to stream live football. So if you're watching Premier League football and stuff like that, you can click on the sports. They're doing all sorts of sports in different countries, which is really good. Let's face it, at the end of the day, Amazon are a powerhouse. Again, I think for this, Amazon Prime, and remember, it's not just the movies and some of the music that you're getting, you're also getting your shopping. So there is a really nice package. I believe, we'll look at the prices in a sec, but I believe this is like £7.99 to be an Amazon Prime, or I think you can pay, is it something like £70 for the year, something like that. We'll go through the prices in a sec. However, again, this is one that I use regularly if I'm just wanting to watch some stuff that, whether it's a football, if they've got it hosted, or if we're trying to find a film, or sometimes, Amazon Prime have got some really good series that you can watch as well, if you're into your series. So yeah, this is Amazon Prime Video. Now we come to the newcomer, Apple TV Plus, or, well, as you can see. Now, the first thing that they do, now this is the web version. Now, they also, if you have an Apple computer or an Apple device, you get the, let me just bounce this up in the screen, you can see there, you get the Apple TV app as well, which gives you all the details. But straight away off the bat, watch here on Apple devices. So what they've done now is they've, instead of, so if you've got the Apple TV, which is like a little computer that you can stream Netflix, Disney and everything on, which I do, I could use my smart TV, but the Apple device itself, they've also created an app which is now coming on the new TVs. I don't think you can get it on the older LGs, but you can certainly, but it tells you there, you get Apple TV 4K, you can put it on, it's on Roku, Fire TV, Google TV, Samsung Smart, Vizio, LG Smart, Sony, PlayStation, Xbox. So they are getting this around now. You know, the one thing with Apple, it was all kind of locked into their ecosystem, and no, you're not having that, you know, but they are now opening things up. And you can see there, open Apple TV, because I've got, it knows that I'm on a Mac and it wants to launch the Apple TV app that I have down here. But for now, we're just going to use the web browser. So for those of you that don't have an Apple computer, you can see the experience. Now, straight away, they've got the big thing up here that you can just scroll along and you can see all what they're doing. Now, so far with Apple TV Plus, I've watched a lot of stuff, and so far they have produced very good quality series. They've put a couple of films on there, credit to Apple for now, but the series that they have done, like this one here, Ted Lasso, honestly, if you haven't watched it, it is absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. They're on their second series now. You've got to watch it. I mean, I will say this about Apple, what they are producing. Now, they haven't got nowhere near the amount of content on Apple TV Plus as you have on the others. However, it is growing, and Apple are doing their own production. They're hiring their own directors. They are doing it. They're doing it properly. And what they are doing is producing very good content. The price of it, again, we'll get to the prices in a sec. I believe it's £4.99 a month, which is really good. However, if you are an Apple person, you can bundle it into their one subscription, which gives you news, music, fitness, and so forth. But the shows that they do have been really, really good. This, again, with Jennifer Aniston, has been this fantastic. We're now on the season 2. Again, really, really good. There was another one that I watched, highly recommend. I know we're talking about the GUI, but it's called Trying, a Young Couple. And, you know, they've got Tom Hanks that's done a movie. There's a few movies there that they've brought into this. You know, there's lots and lots of stuff. You can just carry on. Now, again, they haven't got... Oh, there you go. It's actually got down here, 7 days free, then £4.99 a month to start your free trial. Again, it's really good. You know, and again, you can... Instead of just playing the movie, you need to click on it. Unlike the others, it will automatically start playing. And then you can see what it's all about. You can see which seasons, how many seasons there are. You can scroll along like this to different episodes. You can then watch the trailers. So if you want to find a bit more about it, they're allowing you to go into it and then select it rather than just playing it as Netflix do. Again, you know, they can find by actors. The Siri works really well, you know, and when you resume an episode and it kicks in, you got the thing like that. You don't get, now I can make it widescreen, this is on the app, but as far as I know, you don't get profiles as such. So you don't get like you got with Amazon, I can give you loads of profiles. However, if you subscribe to the one plan within Apple, so, you know, in your iCloud, you can then add 5 members to that subscription. So they not only get Apple TV, they get access to the music, the news and everything else. So they do it a little bit differently. Again, trying to give you that hook that not only do you just get the film and the movies and the series as such, you also get access to the music and everything else. The interface is really nice. I'm just gonna, let me just pause this video and open up the actual app interface for you to see. So this is the app on my Apple iMac. Now you get this app on your MacBook, MacBook Air, iPad, iPhone, whatever it is with Apple, you get it. Now what they've done very, very cleverly, which I can't do, is I can't record this screen, as I am doing right now, and resume or play an episode because it blanks it out. The Apple system knows that you're trying to record something that they are very, very clever. So you can't record footage from Apple. Very, very clever. But, however, this would be the Apple interface, which hopefully you can see. It all looks good. If we just go back to the home screen again, so we now know that we're an Apple. Now, of course, this changes. We can go into preferences and we can set light or dark movie shows. There's up to 4K quality. Downloads, you can do the most compatible or up to high quality. You can also do multi-channel, where you're storing your files and advanced reset cache. So you get like the basic stuff. But this is Apple TV Plus, and this is all, once you subscribe, it's free. So just looking here, this is the Disney Plus interface for those of you that are not familiar. Now, a lot of people, when I speak to them, they say about Disney Plus, and they think, oh, you know, Disney films. Well, actually, Disney is now a huge company that owns a lot of other film companies. So obviously you've got your normal Disney. If you click on this, it will take you to all the lovely Disney stuff and what Disney make and everything else. If we go back home, they also have Pixar. Now, if you know Pixar, you've got all the films from there. You have all the Marvel series. You have the Star Wars. You've got the National Geographic. And you've got Star, which is it's got quite a lot of stuff on there. And, of course, if you scroll down, you can just quickly scroll through by you can click on something and read up on it. The interface is really intuitive. It's good on TV. This is on a computer, so you can watch it anywhere. It's really good on mobile. It also has a continue watching. You can also set up profiles, so you can have. So I've got my profile, my daughter's profile, mum and dad, Tristan, who is my son. So you can set up profiles so they don't interrupt with what you're watching. You can also search what you want. You've got your watch list that you can add to. You have the originals, so you can click on that and you can, again, go down the categories of the originals that they have. If you want to click on the movies, you can click on action, adventure, comedy. It's a really nice, simple interface. And Disney is a lot more than just movies, you know, because now we have series and we can go through all the different series. I'm currently watching 24 at the moment, which is fantastic. And it's a nice interface. Like them all, it gets to the end of something. It will ask you to press to skip intros, skip recaps, stuff like that, which is really, really good. Overall, as well, I think the Disney Plus is actually, I'm really glad that I subscribed to it. Now, the other thing that they are doing, which is really interesting, when the movie comes out at the cinema, like just recently a movie came out with The Rock, a Disney film that came out with The Rock, and it was at the cinema. Now, of course, you can go to the cinema and pay cinema prices, but what they also did, you could pay £19 and watch that movie that is currently at the cinema, which is really interesting that they did that. And it's something they're looking into and they're doing. So if you want to watch the latest movie at the cinema, and Disney kind of own it, they will actually put it on and you can pay an extra, so on top of your subscription, £19 to watch that film. Now, of course, if you go to the cinema, by the time you've paid for your ticket, which whatever that might be, £5, bought your drink, bought your sweets, or whatever it is you might do, or if you've got a partner, you can easily spend over that £19. So it's an interesting move from Disney. So basic package for Netflix is £5.99. Now check your area or what country you're in. And that doesn't give you much, it just gives you Netflix. Doesn't even give you HD, it just gives you basic Netflix on one screen. That's it. Next we have standard at £9.99. Okay, this gives you a little bit more. It even gives you HD content. And it even gives you a couple of screens and download to the app and all that kind of stuff. £9.99, not bad. You can have two people on it. Then we get to the All Singing, All Dancing Premium at £13.99. Again, check with your country or your provider. It may differ in price slightly. I think America might be something like $17.99. But you get 4 screens, which I think is like 4 profiles. You get HD, you get Ultra HD. And I think one of the big things for this is that's a big pill to swallow, £13.99 a month. So Amazon Prime is really easy. It literally is, I think they give you a 30-day free trial. Then I think you get, I think it's £7.99 a month, or you can pay annually and save a little bit. I could be wrong. However, you don't just get that, you also get the shopping side, and I think some of the music as well, but the shopping side is just a no-brainer. You go on, you click, and you're on Amazon Prime. It comes same day or next day delivery, so you get that really added benefit. You know, they've chucked that and bolted that on, and then you get all those amazing TV shows and films and stuff that you can watch for free on Amazon Prime, and you can access some of the music. I think Amazon, you know, and it's only £7.99. I think they've done a really good job there, and they're getting a lot of the sporting stuff, the footballs, the tennis and stuff like that, all being pushed through it. You know, this Jeff Bezos, you know, he's pushing the boundaries. Yes, there are stuff that you can still rent and buy, which is really good, but I think the deal itself is a pretty good deal at £7.99 a month, and I think, as I say, the annual subscription, I think, you know, it even saves you a bit of money. I think it's a really good deal from Amazon. So we're looking at Apple TV now, Apple TV Plus. Now they've done it a little bit different, and you know, everyone's got their way of doing things. Now, if you buy an Apple product, say you go out and buy yourself an Apple iPhone or an Apple iPad or another product, I believe, now I don't know, but they used to do a 12 months for free. You get it, Apple TV 12 months for free. I think some of the products you only get 3 months subscription for free. But however, if you don't, it's only £4.99 a month, which I think is a really good deal. They don't have the amount of content that the others have, which I guess is why it's kind of priced at that level. There's a lot of stuff there, and they are producing some very, very good content, but nowhere near the amount of content that the others have, although it is very good. Now, of course, you can go onto movies and rent and buy movies and stuff like that. But what they've done is very cleverly, they've created this thing called the Apple One subscription. So you pay something like £19 a month or £19.99 a month. And what you get with that is you get the TV, of course, and you get that for 5 family members, I think, maybe 6, I think it's 5. Don't quote me on that, hit me up in the comments. You also get the Apple Music, so you get unlimited music with all the videos and the lyrics and everything else. You get Apple Fitness, I think you get Apple News. This whole one subscription that's bundled in, you get. You know, again, getting that hook. And if you don't want all that, you just want to subscribe to Apple TV, it's only £4.99 a month. Now, if you're in the Apple ecosystem, it's good. It's very good. You know, it's on all your devices. It's there. I just think it's a very good deal. However, I do believe we need to see, and every bit of content that they bring is really good. I can't say that they've produced rubbish content yet. Apple, everything has been really good. Highly recommend, even if you try it for 3 months and just watch some of these shows, you know, if you just do some binge watching, they have been really good. Ted Lasso, I think I mentioned, amazing. Trying, again, a fantastic series that Apple have done. Just need more content, and I'm sure it's going to come. You know, a $2 trillion company like Apple, they're ploughing a lot of money into this. So watch, I think they're going to be up there with the big guns. Now, with Disney Plus, they do things a little bit different. I don't think you get a free trial. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. But to get started, it is £7.99 a month. So they're keeping in line with Amazon Prime on that one. Or you can pay annually for something like £79.90, saving you 15%. But again, they are a big company. You know, a lot of people don't realise how big Disney are and who they actually own in the movie business. And they've just recently added 5-star to their TV global domination. And the fact that you can watch the latest films that are at the cinema and pay a little bit extra and watch that in the comfort of your home is another good thing. They've got some amazing content on there. I think once you've paid for it annually, it's not on your brain, you're not worrying about it. You can just switch it onto any app, it's there. And you can just watch tons and tons. You know, you can watch the Star Wars, the Marvel movies. You know, there's also some really good stuff, some documentaries, some really good TV series. And I think it's pleasantly priced, in line with Amazon Prime, in line, you know, with what they're doing. I think it's a really good thing. You know, they don't have the shopping stuff, with Disney Plus, but they are giving you a lot of content within that. Again, I think they're kind of matching what they're trying to do at Netflix, but really kind of doing this on price, and giving you 4K Ultra HD content as well. I think you've done really well, Disney. I like it. Okay, for the big one. Okay, so we're gonna, I use all of these apps. I used all of these apps. Like I said, I don't watch live TV. I don't. It's just, I don't know if you agree with me. It's just crap. There is just nothing on Sky that I don't want to watch. There might be the odd show, but I just don't watch it. I like to come in, if I'm not listening to my music, I will switch on Netflix and just screen through. I might want to watch an old film or whatever. I go through Disney. I might want to watch an old film. I go through Apple, whatever it might be. However, I tend to go to Netflix first, if that makes sense. I am watching a series on Disney Plus, 24. It's a very old series. I'm sure most of you have seen it. It's fantastic. Kiefer Sutherland. Prime, I kind of go to when I can't really find anything on Netflix. And then I look through Prime, and maybe they've got something. But Prime can be a little bit, again, when I'm scrolling through Prime, I might think, oh yeah, I fancy watching that. And when I click on it, I've got to rent or buy it. And I'm like, I wish, now they are selecting what's free to me, so you can just go into there and then do that. Before that, it was all kind of bundled in and all over the place. So I guess they're doing that. But yes, I do that. Disney, obviously, I'm now using, like I do Netflix. I think Disney are the ones that are coming up because it is all free. They are adding tons and tons of content, and you can really search through category. I like the way Disney do it. There are no features on Disney that I don't like. The quality of the streaming is very good. Disney, for me, I think is really becoming, so I've got Netflix kind of here, which is the kind of one that I go to first. And then if I can't really find anything I want to watch, my next port of call now seems, it was Prime, but I think it's now kind of moving to Disney. And I tend to go through Disney to see what they've got films and series wise. Then Prime, and then Apple TV. I kind of know what's on Apple TV because I've had it for a while and I know what shows are on there. It hasn't got that massive catalogue for me to then go, oh, wonder what they've got on there at the moment, because I get the emails through to say what's new and so forth. I go on there and watch, the series back to back, and then once I've done that, I've got nothing else to watch. So I tend not to use Apple TV overly as much or click on it as much because I've kind of watched it all. Unless there's a movie that I want to watch or rent or buy, I kind of put Apple down there until Apple bring the content that something like Netflix has got. It's down there in last place. For me at the moment, the ones that I turn to are the Netflix. The ones that the kids turn to is Netflix. And the ones that I'm watching the most is Netflix and Disney Plus. However, Prime is there when I can't really find anything else to watch, and they may have something that I want to watch. So that's the order I watch it in. There are some other apps out there that I watch all the time, which I haven't brought into this because I didn't think it kind of fitted that category, so correct me if I'm wrong, and that's YouTube. I watch YouTube all the time. I love YouTube. I like the fact that you can just watch, you can add them to your subscribes and everything else. I didn't mention it. They also have movies on there. You've now got the YouTube music in that subscription. This is kind of like a bonus bit for the end of this video. I like the fact that their subscription now bundles in YouTube Premium, so you don't get the adverts. You also get YouTube Music, which rivals Spotify and Apple Music in that subscription. There's also movies that you can rent within YouTube and some TV series now that's coming up. So they are now making this a streaming service that potentially could rival Netflix. But more importantly, people like me, like you, who do videos for YouTube, it's just nice to see what people are up to, getting it from real people, not a scripted, high-paid person, director, which some of them do, to be fair. I'm guessing MKBHD and people like that have some sort of script and professional setups. Unlike me that do this from home, that deliver content like this. YouTube is another big streaming app that I do go to. That's it. I've done this. It took me a long time to kind of get this video together and script it and do what I needed to do. So please, you know, I love doing this. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. That is so important. Get those subscriptions up for me. I'd love to do this a lot more. And also as well, if you want me to do a real in-depth review of each of these streaming apps, you know, make sure you hit me up in the comments. Make sure you hit that like button. That is really important because that lets the whole YouTube algorithms know. Until next week, guys, I'll see you later.